So I've tried this deck in previous packs and somehow I couldn't get it to work. Maybe the meta was different then, I'm not sure. But currently our meta is Suicune and a lot of Suicune counters. So there will be a lot of Ori decks as well. I think this fits well because of how versatile it is. If you are going against Suicune, you just mainly play Tina and kamikaze your way through the game with solo Tina, taking out Suicune fast and whatever comes next, which is most likely Tina. That is why this deck runs double red and 1 Geo. This essentially allows you to one-shot Tina or Suicune, obviously without the capes. If they run capes, it's not too bad either, cause usually you will have a Silvally to come in to deal with the residue damage. Against Ori decks, you can just use Silvally, even double Silvally if the game allows, and you can win the game from there. Yeah, so that's the main strat of this deck. Pretty straightforward. So anyway, let's get into some games so I can show you the deck. Alright. Since we are living in a world where Suicune is everywhere, or at least I think it's the strongest deck in the meta right now. I'm not sure if it's better than Dark Tina. I think it's a coin flip, right, against Dark Tina. So it is the best deck right now, I think, at least, especially with the amount of control you get. Obviously that means you control your opponent's play as well. And since we are not playing Suicune, yeah, we have to control our play. So this game, it's a good first match to show an example. Since we are playing a non-Suicune deck, we have to adjust while playing against Suicune, right? And so here we don't put any cards out, even though we have type now and stuff. Of course, we are at risk of getting red carded or Mars, but I think it's a lot better than, you know, taking damage that you don't need to. In a way, a lot of cards that we, you know, yeah, a lot of cards that go against us. A lot of cards that in our deck are kind of just dependent. They're not reliant on a full bench and stuff like that. So I think that's the important thing about this deck. So because we run double red and 1 Giovanni, means at all times where Suicune without a cape, we take out, basically. Suicune with cape, none of that matters, honestly. But at least we do, you know, we are able to take the Suicune down to almost almost dead damage. So here we don't have a modifier, so we can start building up the bench because the likelihood is Tina is going to go down the next turn. They deal 80 damage. After this attack, we will have 70 health, so we will go down. So yeah, but they can't take both out at the same time, right? So we have to start preparing our follow-up. We don't have a guaranteed Silvally in this case, so it's kind of bad, but we are 2 points up, so it's, you know, it's a nice spot to be in, really. And sadly we don't play what's that? We don't play Cyrus here, so we can't just pick out things to attack, right? But right now all we need is Silvally because they are Suicunes at 50 health. Let's see if we get it. Okay, that's not great. Not the worst too, actually. Awesome. So we do draw Silvally and then we win the game. Because in this case, it could have been a Rocky Helmet with a red, and we could win the game, or we could deal you know, damage such that they would still win the game, I think, because they would probably still win the game from that point. Yeah, so we needed the Silvally. Okay, here we go against Jumpluff. It's one of the Pokemons I really loved in this new set. I mean, well, in the previous set now. Wait, what was the previous set called? SS, Secluded Springs, I think, yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad that gameplay wise we don't get, you know, anything new. This pack means that for me making content coming into this, I was like, it's kind of sucky because we still live in the Suicune meta. I mean, as much as we live in the Darktina meta as well, since Darktina, right? But the show must go on, so here we are. So here we're not bench managing at all. We are more card managing because I would believe that not much things on their deck will control my bench. Obviously, Sabrina and stuff will be a thing, but that's a thing either way. The awesome thing about this deck is if Silvally, stays alive, you have this option of just pumping Tina manually. Yeah, so that's nice. And so by the next turn, my Tina is already ready, like, to attack the following turn, if that makes sense. So yeah, here we just start whacking stuff because we know that the maximum damage they can do is 70 to us, maybe in a freak deck 80 because of if some of these decks play Darkrai, or 90, sorry, so then they do play Darkrai to give them the extra 20 chip, which is kind of cool. I actually think that might be the best jump left deck, but I tried it before, it wasn't fantastic. Okay, so here is Guslord, obviously a Suicune, meant to be a Suicune counter. I still believe it isn't really. I think right now we are in a meta where decks are, you kind of have your deck is either, decent against Suicune, means you have a winning chance, or it's just horrible. That's it. There's no in between, meaning there's no counter to Suicune. I don't feel, at least. Counter Suicune might be like really fast lightning decks, but again, you're coin flipping because in that 2 to 3 turns, if you don't get your game going consistently, you're gonna lose to Suicune either way because of the speed and the control, really. Okay, so we got red carded. That's kind of fine, I think. I think I did that because I don't actually need the research for anything right now. On hindsight, I think it might have been a better play to just pump Giratina in this position and yeah, just put the energy on Tina and pump it, and then because now I risk the losing it like here. I did want to get some damage out if I could, because I think I do build the bench because I want to go into a 1-1-2. That's the plan essentially. So yeah, I'm checking whether I have Gladion. But I think I might play it because I might play the Silvally. Yeah, because I think to give up that one Gladion, the usage of the one Gladion, I misplayed here. I should have pumped the second Giratina, but yeah. I should. Yeah, I didn't want to risk a red card in this position. Okay, so here I think I'm just going in because firstly they don't have the energy on the back Guslord, so I know that I'm safe for this round at least. For the next turn, right? I'm not gonna die the next turn, what I mean. And I do have Sabrina in hand, so I am able to. This deck, I'm quite sure only plays 2 Guslords and 1 Celesteela. So unless, there are 2 Celesteelas, that's fine for me, So yeah, I have to dodge this right here, which is dodge losing. Yes, okay. I mean, I lost my first energy already, right? But yeah, I mean, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, that's GG. So I wanted to go into the 1-1-2, right? But because in this situation, I know that I won't die the following turn, so I kind of have to take that risk. If not, it kind of goes iffy from there the next turn onwards. Okay, so we are going up against lightning deck. There's quite a lot of lightning decks at the moment, actually. I guess because lightning is good against Suicune, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a Raikou deck soon, because I did play the Raikou deck when it came out, but it wasn't too strong. Maybe because it was a skill issue. But yeah, I think I've been playing a bit more now. It's kind of like, you know, again, one of those decks that's just good against Suicune. I wouldn't call it a counter of any sorts. Okay, so that's kind of bad for us. Because, okay, well, I mean, that's not too bad because Tapu Koko won't be able to do a full 90 damage the next turn, so we're kind of in a good spot. And by then we can get Silvally online. Yeah, this is not so good, but we definitely want to Sabrina here. Okay, yeah, and then that's, I think that's pretty much GG actually. And then we just Sabrina. So I think it's, as you see in the games, I think the helmet's more for Suicune than it is for pretty much anything else. So what happens is if you start Silvally, Suicune hits your Silvally, and it doesn't go down, assuming, you can go 120 with Silvally and Red. So you deal 140 damage in total. Yeah, so here it's kind of tempting, honestly, not gonna lie, to put down like Silvally type now and stuff like that and start building. But no, you want to keep your bench, you want to manage your bench here, because that means the maximum damage that the Suicune can deal to you is 60 damage or 80 damage if they most likely have one Greninja. And it's so fast because right now I'm ready to attack on the next turn. So I mean, I think him attacking me here, it puts this, like, you know, dynamic where he might not want to attack me here. Okay, so the red card is always gonna have, I mean, it's always gonna be a threat. Okay, but thankfully we have red, because he might not attack me here. Sometimes they don't. Yeah, so there we go. And then we have this dynamic where it doesn't matter if you attack or not. We Giovanni you and take you out. And that puts them in a really tough spot because they just lost 2 energy right there. The right play if he was not going to attack is to split your energy ups into the one active and the one on the bench. So if you guys are going to do that, you know, I don't know if it's the best idea. I mean, it makes sense because if not, you're guaranteed going down the next turn, right? So yeah, if you're going to do that, which makes sense, yeah, put one on the bench, one on the active, because you're not going to attack, right? And yeah. So this is, well, fine for me because we just Sabrina here. In a way, the right play probably might have been to put the cape onto one of the Greninjas at the back. If you knew how this deck worked, obviously, I guess. And in that spot, using the Giovanni the last turn would have hurt me so much. Oh yeah, so I made it into Master Ball with this. So if you want something that's not Suicune and you want something a bit more like just different, I guess, because I'm going to be honest with you right now, I think the decks that are available in the meta right now are just not Suicune decks that do well against Suicune. And I yeah, if you want to grind, just use Suicune Greninja. That's the best deck to grind with, without a doubt. Again, you're gonna face it's like, okay, because you're gonna face like decks that kind of counter to it, but obviously if those decks run well, they're gonna beat you, right? And there's nothing you can do about it. But with Suicune, you're just gonna mostly win most of your games unless you really break really hard, which is like, I think, quite rare, honestly. Maybe I'm gonna say 1 in 7 to 8 games you might break hard, and then the other games are just like your opponent's running super hard, right? And that's another few games. So I mean, it's definitely above a 50 for 50 win rate. I think I would give it like, on no numbers, right, just 60% plus kind of win rate on Suicune right now. That's what I feel about with it. So I personally, I'm grinding in general with Suicune. I actually got my ult into Master Ball on day 1. So I just spammed it since, you know, the game reset, and then I got into Master Ball within, like, I think it was probably like 6 to 7 hours. I mean, I did reset into Ultra Ball 4, so it was pretty fast from there. So here I'm just trying to burn cards. Yeah, I just take this out, knowing that, I mean, I'm going down the next turn for sure, because Zera Aura, it's yeah, probably gonna be a Zera Aura coming up. But I had to take out, I think I had to take out the Tapu Koko there because it was a threat, and neither of my stuff is at threat of going down the next turn. Short of them pulling into a Tapu Koko, then that would make things a bit iffy, really. Elemental switch, I'm guessing, but okay. That's great for me. I'm not sure exactly why I did that. Although it didn't really matter too much because I do have Leaf. Too bad we don't run Donya. I mean, but I don't think that matters too much, but yeah. So I could have pumped there. I could have pumped the second Tina there. I do kind of miss that out quite. I know. I know you guys will call me out, but because I know I have a turn, basically, right? I know they can't kill 2 in that turn. They don't have a Greninja, so yeah. So we go against Electric again, and okay, Raikou. So Raikou decks are decent. A lot of well, not a, I mean, it's a good amount of control, I think. So I do enjoy playing it as well. And the draw engine in Raikou is kind of insane. Just, it's crazy. That's a Tina? No, it's not Tina, so we just start attacking here already. Do I Mars? I don't think a Mars is bad here, yeah, because they have 6 cards. Even though they will start drawing more, but I think right now it kind of gives us an advantage. And plus we do have Giovanni in hand, so I don't want to be like you. I just want to kind of hope they don't heal and use the Giovanni here to take this Raikou out. And if they put the energy, which they should probably put the energy on the front Raikou, yeah. They will be assuming that they're going to get 1 hit at least, but yeah. And in a way that would be, well, not exactly GG, right? But yeah, I'm in a very comfortable spot right now, because nothing's gonna be a... Oh well, they could attack me this turn with Elemental Switch. I correct myself, I was gonna say they can't attack me this turn, but they could. There we go. And that means we do have to put... Well, it's gonna say we have to put our time now. Now we really need a basic. A Sabrina? Did I use Sabrina? No, I don't think I used a Sabrina yet, so or a Sabrina. Yeah, I just went for the 2 cards. Okay. That's GG. I just needed a basic actually even to just put on the bench, because then that would guarantee me oh yeah, so I think I tie. Does the game tie? No, yeah, the game ties. If he takes me out, the game ties here. Okay, no, I don't think he can come out with that. So the game ties because he has no points, and I have now max points, but I don't have a bench. So yeah, it's a tie essentially. Yeah, this deck. Oh, okay. This deck essentially, I think, you know, it's either a Tina first, it's either Tina or a Silvally deck, whichever comes out first. I'm not sure how many rare situations there are that you kind of want to retreat at the start. There will be, obviously, if like maybe an Oricorio at the start, you probably need to retreat that Tina, right? This, yeah, so certain situations, obviously. Okay, so it's probably an Umbreon deck. Umbreon, yeah, just probably Umbreon's like the Umbreon EX and Umbreon non-EX. So yeah, there's not much I can do here. No cards really help me, so I'm just gonna start building up. I think, reposition ready. Yeah, I think I might just pump. Yeah, because it becomes really iffy. I don't like this in that we are probably going into a 1-2 scenario straight away. Again, I don't love it obviously, but I think because if they do have Umbreon EX, right, and they evolve here, time now just goes down. So I think I had to give it up here. And exactly, so here, there we go. So I had to give it up. I don't like it at all. But I can take out this Umbreon EX, so that was what I was kind of banking on. Because I have Giovanni in hand, and now a red. But it becomes iffy because I know that they most likely have Umbreon non-EX, at least in their deck, right? I assume they might have it in hand, but that's not crazy bad because we now have 2 points, right? They have 1 point, and we can start to build up. If we can't attack in the active, we can start to build up the Giratina on the bench. That's yeah, that's what the plan would be. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so this was great. This was great for us. Because it's GG the next turn, we just leave out. I think they did not expect me to have. They did not expect me to have Leaf, essentially. That was a lifesaver, really. I was really thinking, how am I going to win this from that position? Because I don't know if I mean, it was going to be tough. The time-wise, if he blocked the active Tina. But yeah, yeah, that's it. GG's. Alright, yeah, so I think this is a good deck to run if you're really sick of playing Suicune ninjas. If you're not playing Suicune ninjas for some, I mean, if you don't have the cards, If not, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't play Suicune Ninja, honestly. But I mean, this was a really nice deck to play outside of Suicune Ninja. I was having fun with it, so I think that you guys will have fun. So yeah, have fun. Goodbye.